Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to be making some freezer meals in preparation for postpartum after the baby comes, to have some really easy meals ready to go to put in the crock pot. Just some things that are fast but still really good. So now these recipes, I have not tried them before, so if you make them with me, we're going to try these out together and see if they're good. A lot of them they're really easy to put together. A lot of like canned goods that go into the freezer meals, and then we also have some meat that I don't have out, some chicken and things that you don't see here on the table, but we're going to go ahead and get these put together and try them out with me, and let's see if they turn out good. And we are going to be making 12 meals, so 6 different recipes, 12 meals in total in under 2 hours. But here I have all my ingredients, or most of my ingredients here, and my recipes I have written down here. And then I also have these little bag holders that were very helpful. I will try to link those for you in the description box, because they really did help to hold the bags open so that you could just dump everything in, and it made it really easy. The first thing, I'm just going to do some prep work. I'm starting with boiling my spaghetti noodles. I'm going to go ahead and do that because that'll take some time to get the water to boiling, and then boil the noodles. And then while I'm waiting on the water to heat up, I'm going to prep the onions, get these all chopped up, and then I'm going to put them into 4 individual bowls. I'm going to need these for 4 meals, so I'm going to put them into individual bowls. That way they're measured out correctly and everything. Alright, and then another prep thing that I wanted to do is go ahead and get my gallon size freezer bags out, and then just write on with a Sharpie what the meal is, and then underneath that the instructions for how long to cook, what temperature, what I need to still add, if I need to add anything, or as the recipes they gave some ideas like what to maybe cook with it, maybe eat it with noodles or eat it with mashed potatoes or rice. Just writing some of that stuff down onto the bag, that way I know kind of what to fix with it or how long it'll take to cook. Once my water was at a boiling temperature, I went ahead and just broke up the noodles and put them in my water, and I did not have a big enough kettle for my noodles, but we made it work. Now we're just getting kind of our assembly line set up here for our meals so that we can just dump them in as we go. And I did go ahead and fold down the tops of my bags just so that the seal wouldn't get all messy when I was pouring stuff in. So our first round, we're going to do 8 meals, and I'm doing 2 meals of each recipe. So we're going to do 2 identical meals of each recipe, starting off with the chicken one, and then this is a pork chop one. We're going to just divide this package of pork chops into the 2 bags. And if I remember, I will definitely try to put all these recipes in the description box, or at least the links where I found them. And now the next step, after the meat is in the bags, we're going to go ahead and open up all the canned goods that we need. And this recipe called for cream cheese, so we're going to go ahead and put that block in first, and the chicken one. And then the next ingredient is a pint of salsa, and this is my own salsa that I had canned. And then we're just going to dump in the rest of the ingredients. Some corn, we have some black beans, and then in our pork chops we're going to put in a stick of butter. And then also a packet of ranch. Now we're going to close up the first 4 that we have finished, and then we're going to make sure that we get all the air out as much as we possibly can before sealing it. And then I'm going to freeze these completely flat. This will help it to thaw out a lot quicker, as well as helping you to just kind of better organize in your freezer. You can, once these are nice and frozen, I usually freeze them flat, and then you can stack them upright and get them nice and organized in your freezer. So I'm going to put these on like some sheet pans to freeze, and then once they're frozen you can rearrange them into like some bins or just stack them upright, however you'd like to organize your freezer. Alright, so our first 4 meals are done already. Now the next step is I'm going to mix some water with some chicken bouillon, and I think the recipe called for some chicken broth, but this is usually what I do for recipes that call for chicken broth. And then we're just going to divide that out to the 2 different meals, and then add in the rest of the ingredients. And I was a little nervous about this one because there was so much liquid in. I think this is like a soup recipe, this one. So I was a little nervous about all the liquids that were in here, but these bags held up fine. There was no leaks or anything, so I was very tickled with that. Alright, and then this is the last one of our first batch of 8. We're just going to add in our cream of mushroom and chicken soups. And then this one got some Italian dressing mix, as well as some cream cheese. then some water. So that finishes off that one, and then we're going to just seal these up, and then we have our first batch of 8 complete. Alright, and just setting up for the last 4 meals. We're going to go ahead and just put the bags on our little bag holders once again. First of all, adding in our meat, and then some more cream cheese. And this one I'm going to mix the cream cheese with some soup, and then also some Italian dressing mix, and then just mix that up. I didn't mix it, completely thoroughly, just tried to kind of incorporate it as best I could. The cream cheese was softened. I had let it set out to soften so that it would stir a little bit easier. Then we're just going to put our mixture into our bags. And then that one is done as well. And then for our last one, this is the one that has the spaghetti noodles in it. And so we're going to divide this into these 2 bags. And this one was very full. The bag was quite full. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to get it shut, but it did close then. And then we're going to add in some of this Velveeta cheese. And adding in some canned chicken. Now this is the chicken that I just recently canned. If you haven't seen that video, I will try to link it below for you so that you can go watch that one, how I can my own chicken. And then just adding in the rest of the ingredients for this one. Alright, and there you have your 12 meals in under 2 hours. Hopefully this gave you some ideas, or maybe it gave you a motivation to make your own freezer meals. Find your own recipes, find what your family enjoys, and make your own. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the freezer for a good 24 hours until they are nice and frozen, and that is it. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye.